Hello, okay, next tutorial. This time I'm dressed up as one of my own creations, however inspired by a TV series that's coming out in the UK soon called Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not going to say too much about it now because I've got a video coming out in a few days that's going to kind of explain everything that's going on here. I thought I would take one of the characters from that series and make up my own version of it, because why not? It's basically inspired one of the characters that's going to be revealed in that show called a Reaper Bug. Basically a parasite that takes over your body and controls you. Yeah. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put my spin on it, as I always do. And I created this glamorous, fabulous 1930s Gothic glamour corpse. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you'd be dying, so this is the kind of effect I've gone for. But yeah, I know the series is going to be all about Gothic glamour in 1930s London, so I thought I would take that and put my spin on the character. I hope that's okay. It's always fun to do a pretty yet gory theatrical makeup, so yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that video to come out in a few days. So if you'd like to learn how to recreate this makeup, stay tuned. So as per usual, I'm going to start by blocking out both my eyebrows, so I'll pop a link on the screen somewhere here to teach you guys how to block your eyebrows out, as always, so I don't have to recap it in this video just to make things go a bit quicker. Yeah, so I'm going to block out my eyebrows and we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do after I've blocked out my eyebrows is just work on my eye makeup, because when I do more glamorous type makeups or drag queen makeups, I tend to start on the eyes just so there's no fallout and it's easier to fix if things go wrong. Yeah, so I'm going to just apply some of my foundation, which is going to be some Snazaroo Clown White. I'm just going to apply that just in this area for now. So with the exception of some vein work and some contouring, I think I want to do the majority of this in black and white, hence why the foundation is going to be completely white. So I'm going to take a Makeup Forever black Aqua cream and I'm going to use that to do some eyeliner. So I'm going to do a super thin line on top, but I don't want the eyeliner to be the main focus, if that makes sense, because there's going to be a whole lot of blending and shading around this area. So the main area is pretty much going to be the mouth and the vein work. So I'm just going to go under the eye and just on top and then peek the edges in and out. There we are, so a winged eyeliner that flicks out both either sides. Yeah, then I'm going to take my Sugarpill Pro palette and I'm just going to do a tiny bit of shading just underneath my eyes, so it's going to be more concentrated on my eyes and then taper it outwards. I think I'm going to have it quite far out, so this is going to take the place of like where bruising would be. So I'm going to take 2am, which is this dark purple, and I'm going to lightly dust that underneath my eyes and just on my eyelids and then fade the colour up. So yeah, just a smoky effect, so it's darker towards the centre of the eyes and it just tapers out. No real shape, it's just like it's coming out of the eyes. So then I'm going to take a Sugarpill black eyeshadow, which is bulletproof, and I'm going to use that just to go at the edges of the points that I've drawn with the eyeliner, and I'm just going to have it go across for a cut crease, except I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because I want the eyes to look quite big. So I'm going to have it go about a centimetre above my own natural crease. So I'm just going to draw a half moon shape, which I'll show you where I've gone, and then I can blend that outwards. Because at the end of the day, we want this makeup to be pretty, but obviously infected, and I don't know if I want to use the word gross, so yeah, let's just go with infected glamour. Infected with glamour. Yeah, so don't worry about it being neat for now because we just want that shape. Actually, I'm just going to stop the blending for a second. I think I'm just going to draw on some eyebrows, I think, with the Makeup Forever black cream, because I think I'm going to join the eyeshadow onto that, and I need to know exactly where I'm going to be putting my eyebrows. So I'm going to take a super sharp angle brush and the Makeup Forever Aqua cream. I'm just going to start tracing on the shape that I want. So then before I do that eyebrow, I can see exactly where I want to go with the black eyeshadow. So I'm going to join the start of it up here, then taper it up, but leave a gap for the brow bone. So yeah, okie dokie smoky. I didn't just say that. Yeah, smoky eye. But you get the idea. Then it's just the fun task of copying it identically on this side. Okie dokie, so then let's start making this more of a theatrical makeup, shall we? So I'm going to take a prosthetic horn, just one of them, and this is going to kill me because I like doing everything symmetrically, but I'm literally going to stick it about there, because why not? Just to show this person's kind of transforming, I think. The other side is going to have a hat with a trail going down, so there's no real point in having one there. And side note, I sell these on my website, yeah. Yeah, there's that. Alternatively, you could just sculpt one out of clay and then cast it in plaster and you've got yourself a latex horn. This isn't absolutely vital, I just think it will make it look a bit more demonic. So I'm just going to cut all of the edges off and then stick that down on my bare skin where there's no white, obviously, with some spirit gum, and then I'm going to blend the edges out with some latex. So I'm just going to cut all of these edges off just so I can stick the actual horn down. So when that's dry, I'm going to take a tiny bit of liquid latex and a sponge, and I'm just going to dab really lightly around the edge for about 4 to 5 layers just to really blend the edge into my skin. Okay, so whilst that's drying, I'm going to take a Skin Illustrator palette, which is basically like an alcohol activated palette that when you apply like 99% alcohol to these colours, it activates them, so when you apply it, it's really translucent, and in my opinion is quite good for veins. So yeah, I thought I'd use one of these guys. So I'm going to use the 12 Years a Slave palette, and the reason I'm using that is because it's got these gorgeous blues, pinks and purples in. So I'm going to take the purple from that palette and a really, really small but stiff brush, and I'm just going to do some spider-like veins underneath the eyes. Obviously not going too close to the eyes, so basically make them like tree roots, like spidering off and having some leading off each other. It doesn't need to go too far down here, but try and make it darker and thicker in the sockets of your eyes where it would be at its darkest point, and then have them trail out. I should point out the purple that I'm going to use in this palette is the violet colour, so the dark purple. Then I can take my Snazaroo Clown White again, and I'm going to apply that all over the rest of my face, my neck and my ears. Then I'm just going to powder that with some Ben Nye setting powder in Super White. Then I'm going to take a M.A.C paint stick, this is in their black colour, and I'm going to use that to apply it around my mouth, not as a lipstick. I'm just going to apply it quite heavily around my mouth and then blend that colour out of a brush just so it looks like a stain. Then I'm going to take a Collection 2000 Extreme Felt eyeliner pen, and I'm just going to start drawing some spidery lines staggering out like veins, but there's not going to be anything joining off from them. So start them on the inside and then just spider them out. Try not to have the lines too close to each other though, and try to have the lines trail out. So it's going to make the lips look like they're very dry, cracking, and just look like the infection is spreading out. So like that. So once this is all dry, I know it's not going to move when my lips touch each other, I'm going to take the Sugarpill Pro Palette again, and I'm going to, just to tie in the infected areas here, I'm going to use the same purple, the 2am colour, and I'm just going to dust that over the top of my mouth. Not too heavily, it's just going to like give a suggestion of colour. It's not going to be as bright as the eyes, but it's also going to set the black cream around the mouth. So then onto the cheekbones. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about the horn. That's something I'm looking forward to at the end. I'm going to take the same purple eyeshadow again. I'm going to go straight down on my cheekbones, and I'm going to blend it out afterwards so you can see where I've gone. And then I'm just going to blend that colour downwards. Then I'm just going to do my fun little cheat, which I usually do whenever I do a drag cheekbone. I'm just going to take some of the Snazaroo Clown White, and I'm just going to cut underneath and then blend that colour down. It just gives the illusion that there's a shadow underneath, just makes the cheekbones look a lot bigger than they actually are. Then I'm going to take the 12 Years a Slave palette again, the Skin Illustrator, and I'm going to take that violet colour, and I'm going to do some more veins, this time coming out from the side of the face, a few under the nose, and quite a few on the temples, all spidery, all tree trunky towards the centre of the face. So as you can see, yeah, I've gone all over my face with these various different veins in different directions and just, yeah, had fun with it. So then onto the horn. So I'm going to take the M.A.C paint stick in black, and we're going to apply that all over the majority of the horn, leaving the base clear for now. Then doing a similar effect that I did to the mouth, I was going to take my Collection 2000 eyeliner pen and start doing some cracks around the horn. Then, to give it a really gorgeous shine, I'm going to take an O.C.C Lip Tar. This is in Tard, and I'm just going to use a small amount of that and just apply it to the end and then just blend it downwards just so there's a nice shine and it's looking like it's a fresh horn peeking through. Then taking the lip tar again, I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of that underneath one of my eyes, not too close to my eyes. I think I'm going to have it about there, just so it balances out the horn and everything. I'm going to have it trickle down like blood, but obviously black would be more demonic, so I'm just going to apply that and then just let it fall down of its own accord. I don't really want to manipulate it too much, just want it to fall once. Okay, so once that's all dry and set, I'm going to work on the eyelashes. So I'm going to use 2 pairs of lashes, they're both from Eldora, and I'm going to use these spidery lashes, which I believe are H128, they're like really nice spidery ones. I'm going to use those on the bottom of my lashes, and on top I'm going to use B151s. They're also quite spidery, but they're a little bit thicker. They're gorgeous, so yeah. So I'm just going to apply those lashes. Then I'm going to take some black hairspray, and it's not absolutely vital for this look, but I like the whole peering out the shadows effect that it gives, especially if I spray it around my hairline. Plus I think the wig I'm going to use is going to be black as well, so it's going to help tie my hair in. So I'm just going to spray, obviously in a well ventilated area, around my hairline and lightly on my skin around the sides of my face, so from about arm's length distance. And then I'm just going to paint my chest and shoulders white, basically anywhere where the costume's not covering. Then I'm just going to go outside and I'm just going to take the black hairspray again. I'm just going to spray down the sides of my shoulders and around the base, just so it looks like the black's peeking in. Okay, again, don't worry about the edges because the costume will cover that. Then I'm going to take the 12 Years a Slave palette, once again, the Skin Illustrator, and I'm going to take the violet again, and I'm going to do some more veins going from the shoulders up the neck to the face. So it's going to peek up a little bit onto the jawline. So then, all that's left for me to do is pop in some contact lenses, my costume, my wig, my hat. I think I'm done. And there we go, that's the look complete. So I finished the look off by popping in 2 contact lenses, which are like these zombie infected sclera lenses, which are awesome. They're from scleraxl.com. I'll pop the link on the screen here and the description bar below. And I popped on this gorgeous dress, which is like this Gothic Victorian gown. It's gorgeous, and I got it from buycostumes.com. So I'll pop that on the screen and the description bar below as well. It's a shame you don't get the full effect of it just now, so hopefully you'll get the full effect of the dress in the final photos and introduction and such, because it really is gorgeous. It's got like these ruffles on it, and it's like this fitted corset. It's so pretty. Rather appropriately, I got the wig from, I think, Gothic Lolita Wigs. I've bought it back when I was in New York. If I can find the link for their actual website, I'll pop the link in the description bar below. I thought it went really well, the costume, considering the amount of crazy volume it has, but the like really deep dark curls. I just think it's really pretty. So yeah, that's my makeup tutorial. It kind of turned out like a healthy looking Helena Bonham Carter. Oops. No, I love her. I absolutely love her. But yeah, you know what I mean? It kind of has that Beatrix Lestrange kind of feel, doesn't it? I think it's the hair. So yeah, that's my Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Gothic, Glamour, Reaper Bug inspired makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you like it, please make sure you know the usual. Rate, comment, subscribe and all that jazz, because it super helps me out. And yeah, so until next time, bye guys.